It's Jim Check. You're watching Kelowna Now. I'm here with Taylor Mousseau. I got that right?
Nailed it. That's great.
After the third time getting it wrong.
We practiced a few times. That's all right.
We're here to talk about like condominium living and Movala.
Yeah.
Movala is a really cool project down on Pandosy there. Really cool name too.
I hear you might have had something to do with that.
we may have helped in some
there.
of that, but it's an interesting project because it was just kind of like it was basically a parking lot, right?
Yeah.
And now it's going to be this massive project that a lot of people can kind of have like, well, there it is. There's a picture of it. Look at that on the lake. I mean, it's a statement in itself, right? Beautiful. We live in a beautiful area.
We do. Aren't we lucky? Truly.
Maybe put that back up for a second there, Jason.
Better looking than us on the screen.
So they're working on the tower, the south tower right now, I take it, right?
Correct. Yep.
So that's the south tower, and then the north tower will start?
Yeah, so we're kind of going, we're working on that one as well too. We've got the podium in the middle, about an acre of amenity that's going at the same time as the south tower. So the south tower will be completed about mid next year, and the north tower not too far behind it. Looking really good though. I had a chance to go on site and walk through, and concrete looks like glass. The amenity podium is stunning. Like it's really coming along. It looks great.
Lots of stuff on the bottom too, restaurants and that kind of stuff that are going to happen down there too. And I know I have a couple of friends that bought in there. I think one of my friends has bought a penthouse in there, and they're selling their larger home to kind of downsize and kind of like get that carefree lifestyle, right? Where they're just kind of like, if they want to take off for a few weeks or a month somewhere, they don't have to worry about cutting their grass.
No, exactly. It's perfect. It's the lock and leave lifestyle. You get to come in, enjoy the beautiful Okanagan and the lake views and the amenities, the convenience of that location, and lock and leave and go south when it gets cold.
Lock and leave. There you go.
Lock and leave.
That's a new one for me. Lock and leave. Do you lock your wife up and leave?
I mean, we don't encourage it. We don't encourage it.
They're good for golfing and stuff though, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And these homes are meant to be lived into by the owner-occupier. We really thought about that, and what does a downsizer need? When you're coming from a 3,000 square foot home, you don't necessarily want to be squished into 750 square feet. It's just not going to work.
So these are some bigger units.
Yeah, some bigger units. We've got, taller ceilings, more glass. It's just a lot more elevated and more thoughtfully constructed.
And it's right in kind of like the heart of that Pandosy village area, right? So you got Save On Foods kind of across the street. Yeah. You got a Starbucks a couple of feet away. You got everything.
It's great.
There's a doctor's office. I think there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Everything. I mean, we're putting even more in, right? We're gonna have more restaurants in. There's more amenity. It's kind of, to me, it feels like the Kitsilano of Kelowna.
Yeah, it's a pretty trendy area for sure. Right. You got any other pictures there, Jason? Look at that. Wow.
Oh, look at that.
That's the middle, I guess, right? Or that's the
that's the amenity
north
deck.
tower looking towards the south tower.
Correct. Yeah, the amenity deck. We've got an acre of amenity out there. The pool, hot
tub. An acre of amenities.
An acre. It's huge.
Wow.
That's just the outdoor amenity. We've got a ton of indoor too. It's really, really beautiful.
Beautiful patios, right? Wow. And there's still units for sale in the North Tower and the South Tower?
There are, yeah. There's a handful in the first building. We've got about 10 homes left in the first building, and we'll be releasing the remaining inventory in the second tower this summer. Looking forward to that. We've got about 125 homes there. Everything from one bedrooms all the way up to the penthouses, so a nice wide range of product to choose from and really beautiful homes.
And you work for MLA Canada?
I do, yep. I'm partner of MLA Canada. I run the Okanagan division. Lucky me, I get to live, work, and play in the Okanagan and sell beautiful product like this.
And you've sold some other projects in the area, including across the street, I think, is Caban.
Yeah, we did Caban by Cressy. Gosh, that was back in 2021. Totally different market at that time, but another beautiful statement piece for that South Pandosy.
Yeah, that's kind of like a nice area now, though, because there's another condo development, I think, just further south of, and one that's been put in a few years ago, I guess. And there's quite a few restaurants in there too. Diner Deluxe or something like that. And
yeah, if you haven't been there yet, you should go. It's really good.
I know I've eaten there a few times. My daughter makes me go.
Yeah, there's worse places she could make you go. It's really good.
And then just down the road is is Aqua, right? And they're putting in a 3-tower project, right? So
3-tower, the boat storage. So you have a whole community of everything you need there.
That boat storage is pretty unique. Yeah, like in that whole area, I imagine if you have a boat with Movala, you could just go down there too and have that boat storage, because they don't leave the boat in water. They actually
pull it out.
Use that machine that kind of like picks it up and puts it in the water.
Exactly.
Keeps
the valet.
Yeah, pretty
Very
sweet.
Cool.
What else can you tell us about Movala?
Oh, we are super excited. So we've been working on this project kind of behind the scenes for probably 8 months now. We've rebranded, we've recrafted. We really wanted to do a good job at telling the story. And what does it feel like to live at Movala? What is it like to live here in a 4-season community? And I think that's often missed, is the Okanagan really is a 4-season playground. There's so much to do and enjoy.
The California
all year long.
of the North.
Yeah, it's great, right? So we released our teaser website last week. We're really excited to have the new brand in market. We're excited to start sharing some of the renderings and some of the floor plans and the sales of the home this summer.
So is there a target that you're going after? Is it the Lower Mainland where they can sell their small 900 square foot home for like $10 million and then move here?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. And that's definitely a big part of the target demographic and who we've seen participate in sales so far. We're also finding a lot of locals where they are in that area now, maybe the upper mission or lower mission. They're saying, hey, I want to simplify lifestyle, be able to lock the door and get on a plane and go if I want to. And they really love the neighborhood. And so wanting to stay in that neighborhood, but get that lake view.
It's probably one of the nicest neighborhoods in Kelowna, not to offend in the other neighborhoods, but I mean, it is a very trendy, like you say, the Kitsilano of Kelowna, or Robson Street kind of thing, right? Like it's pretty, like you have everything and it's kind of still kind of like funky too, right?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I mean, I bought one over there myself too, so I can't complain. I love that area. It's awesome.
Are you planning on living in there?
You know what? I bought at Aqua and Caban, and I have 2 others outside of those, and I have lived in the other 2, and I just love living in that area. The walkability, it's safe. You know, it's clean, it's safe, it's walkable, it's accessible. It's a fantastic
And the
location.
best beach in town is right there.
Right there, right in front of you.
It's the big, and then just down there, I think it's Gyro's the one that the big city beach there, and then just down like a half a block is Rotary, right?
Exactly.
So you got lots of beaches to choose from, and I think clearly the best beach has the most amenities in that beach too, like the volleyball and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Are we seeing a lot of Alberta buyers still, or are people going to Alberta now instead?
You know what? That's an interesting question and interesting times that we're in right now. Obviously, legislation seems to be changing every morning. You wake up and have to figure out what's new today. We have seen an exodus, I think 5 or 6 quarters in a row now to Alberta, which we haven't seen in decades. So that's the first time we've seen it shifting that far or over to Alberta for that long. So we are seeing people leave, but I do think that will turn around. I don't think that that's forever. The Okanagan has so much to offer. We are seeing more participation out of the Lower Mainland and actually Toronto. Lots from the East Coast. Obviously, the lifestyle here is significantly better. No offense, Toronto, than the East Coast. So we're seeing a lot of people coming.
Yeah, I think Kelowna deserves the title lifestyle capital of Canada.
Yeah, I would say so, right? Easily.
I think Vancouver would probably argue with us, but I mean, you have to have an umbrella there.
Yeah, I've never owned one here. It's great.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. I think the ideal thing would be have a property in Calgary and Kelowna. Do you know what I mean? Then you can go kind of back and forth, right? Because Calgary has all those big city amenities without the congestion that I think Vancouver has sometimes. Like it's hard to get around in Vancouver. Calgary is a lot easier to get around in. And it's a lot more affordable than Vancouver for sure, right?
There's favorable legislation too there. So you know, I get it. I get why people are looking and considering Calgary, but I mean,
but if you look at the backdrop behind us, and Jason, do you have another photo of Movala there? I mean, it is tough to beat. Pretty epic though, right? Like, I mean,
you wake up to that every day. That's not so bad.
And if you love water, the lake is like when it's calm, like especially early mornings or late evenings, it's just like glass, right?
It is.
It gets a little choppy during the daytime, but
it's such a unique building as well too. The quality of construction. I mean, this building you won't ever see it again. It is inefficient to build in the most beautiful way possible. It's really, really unique, and we're standing on that and standing proud on that. We've got Grayback as the builder. Local builder, been around since the 80s. They're doing an exceptional job. And Big Grand Fast was the designer, and they are an award-winning interior design firm. So it's just beautiful.
What are we looking at for a completion date? When can people? Are they going to open up the South Tower first? People can move in, and then the North Tower will kind of continue to be built.
Exactly. So South Tower is looking mid next year, and then the North Tower, not too far behind that, and the podium will be ready. Right in between.
And then how are the leases going on the bottom commercial side of
really well. I'm sworn to secrecy on what's going in there, but there is some exciting there's some really exciting companies coming in. It's going to be such a vibrant area, and you're going to have a reason to go down there even if you don't live there.
Because that's one thing Calgary has over Kelowna is the food vibe in Calgary is incredible.
Yeah,
and
I think
that. Some more restaurants here that kind of give you more choices would be incredible.
Well, they're coming. Hang tight. They're coming.
Because there is quite a few cool things down there already. You have Diner Deluxe, and you have like that little
Shoreline Brewery's great.
Shoreline Brewery. You have a little brew pub there. Maybe a winery.
Maybe. There's an idea for you. There's a business idea.
Oh,
We got a commercial space.
I've got too many business ideas already.
We got an extra commercial space. We'll set you up.
Oh, there you go. Anything else you want to share on this building?
No, we're just super excited. So we are relaunching sales this summer. Make sure you check us out at our website and register for all the updates. We do have our beautiful new branding, and our website, our landing page is live now. So we're able to start speaking to registrants, and we're really looking forward to
people are
bringing
just
people
registering right now, and then sales
registering
will start.
now. We're going to have the sales team reach out and contact. We're building a fabulous show home in the building right now, so we'll be able to actually tour people through a finished unit later this summer, and we'll be unveiling our sales gallery across the street later this fall. So really, really excited to start bringing people in and bringing people through the project and showing what we've done and showing the quality and the beauty in this building.
That's cool. That's sweet. So the tower mid next year, the South Tower, and then some of the amenities, I imagine the commercial part of it on that tower as well, and then maybe not on the north side?
Yeah, so we'll kind of start to phase through on the amenities and commercial, but some of it will absolutely be available and ready during the first completion of the first
And
tower.
the parking, I imagine, is underneath that building,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
So was there some visitor parking in there?
There
too,
is,
or-
lots.
Yeah.
Lots of visitor. We have a parking stall with every home. So we are well parked, which, as you know, it's very difficult to do here, given the water tables and all those
Yeah,
fun things.
with the busy park that's right next door, actually, right? I mean, you can walk out your door and you can walk into the city park there, right? Like
into
that,
the
and
Gyro
one of the
Beach.
nicest parks there. So yeah, so that's awesome.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're excited.
Maybe we'll touch base again.
I hope so. To get your winery in there.
Get my wine in there.
At least a wine shop.
There you go. And we thank you for watching Kelowna Now.